YouTube, what's up? Looks like I'm starting my next Let's Play, which is obviously, if you can fucking read, Vampire the Masquerade, except for the Bloodlines part that's not really there. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm starting a RPG that I think is, well, except for a few like bugs here and there, that gets like fixed by the unofficial patch, is like one of the best RPGs of all time. But like, if you have no idea what the Vampire the Masquerade is, I can give you a general summary, which is basically Vampire the Masquerade is started off as a World of Darkness tabletop game, and from there it branched off, you know, and then eventually got to the point where it was like, you know what, let's make a fucking RPG because people love that. So I don't know the name of the company that created this game, but whatever. This is like the last game they created, and they went out of business after this. But they ended up making a decent game that was good except for all the bugs. But after unofficial patches came through and yada yada yada, it all looked legit and actually was playable. So I installed the unofficial patch. So hopefully we don't have to deal with any bugs. But basically, this is a vampire RPG. And I know some of you somewhere is like, oh no, we have a vampire RPG. It's gonna be like, oh my god, love story, romance, bullshit, teen angst. No, that's not gonna be a problem here. When this game was created, none of that Twilight fucking, what's the name of that show? Vampire Diaries stuff was out. This was pure, you know. Of course they're in the city, but I'm not gonna go into the details and you'll see for yourself. So let's start a new game up here. The world of darkness is a place where immortal monsters pull the strings of humanity. Violence and despair are common here. The world is bleak, but escape is an ever-present commodity, perhaps too present. Now in the world of darkness universe, vampires aren't just the only thing. You got a crap ton of stuff. You got mummies, you got werewolves. It's a whole, you know, smorgasbord of mythical, like, fictional creature that can just tear you apart, because this is the nitty gritty. This ain't no BS where it's like, oh my god, you were here to save the world. Bullshit. We're here to enjoy. Alright, you know, a new game starts to create a new character. Usually when I play this game, I already know what race I want to go. Well, not race, but clan, because this game is not, when you create your character, you go by clans, which equal different stats and backgrounds. But you can either A, directly go to the character sheet and design your character. But right now, I'm going to take a questionnaire to figure out what clan I'm going to join. I've never taken this questionnaire because I always just chose, well, venture. It depends on how I want to play, but let's see how this questionnaire is. Would you like your character to be a male or female? Male. You're stuck in traffic after a concert, and the guy behind you is laying on the horn. Your friends in the car are urging you to park the car and help them stick the dude's horn somewhere comfortable. I have no idea what they're talking about. Do you A, get out, well, one, but same shit. Get out, pull the guy out the car and put him in the hospital, or two, talk your friends down, you don't need a lawsuit or jail time. Since I'm a, you know, pacifist, aka bitch, because I don't like confrontation, I'm going with two. You're outbid at an auction for whatever, Masquerade. Why would I be in an auction? But that's not the point. Piece of art that you just must have. I don't care about art. You know the collector who won it. You haven't been to his house. Do you, one, get a few drinks in him later and persuade him to sell it to you? Two, wait until he leaves, find the spare keys and make it look like a robbery. Or three, run an unflattering critique on the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friend to try to unload it. Three, I would do if it didn't sound like it took fucking years just to get a piece of art that I don't really care about. Two, sounds too complicated, because then, you know, I gotta like wait until he leaves, and then, you know, these pompy assholes be like, blah, blah, art, Indiana Jones belonged to the museum, crap. So I'm just gonna go with one, get a few drinks in him, because then after that I can actually enjoy some of this, get wasted, and then get free art. Alright, it's late, you're at the red spot, waiting for your microwave burrito to heat up. There are 3 arcade games to waste some time on. Which one do you play? The fighting game, the beat 'em up game, or that sniper game? Well, technically the fighting game and the beat 'em up game is the same thing, except for the fact that, you know, you're not fighting each other. And I don't really like either. Well, but the sniper game is kind of a, you know, I already played enough COD. Well, you know, enough that I get sick of it. So I don't really like fighting games. I'd rather just, you know, destroy some mooks. Mooks? I have no idea how. Mooks? Same shit, whatever. TV tropes for the win. Mooks. I'll leave it in the description. So I'll go with 2. That beat 'em up game where you can pick up the bat and womp on the hordes of generic thugs that have no fucking name. I don't even know where they're working for the bad guy. Okay, as you're walking home late at night, you hear footsteps, glance back, and suddenly realize someone is following. Do you turn to confront them, duck behind a tree to lose him? Well, it depends. I need more details. Is it a chick? Is it a big-ass chick? Is it a dude I could probably whip my ass? Because basically on all those choices, I would still go with 2, duck behind a tree to lose them. You met someone at a club and they took you back to their place. Things start to get interesting when all of a sudden you hear someone come in the front door, your spouse. Do you head to the kitchen, gather up your clothes, or calmly explain you had no idea they were married and that you intend to leave and never come back? Gotta hide behind the door. Too much trapped in the closet. I'm not about that. Head to the kitchen. Technically, pretend you're a distant cousin and that you're nice enough to let you stay on the couch. That's awesome, because that means I slept with your wife. I get to chill on your couch and just like raid your fridge for like free food. And there's no way, like, if I calmly explain, I can still get whooped. But like if I play the cousin thing, you know, bam, chill on this couch after I fucked your wife. And then while you're sleeping, sneak back into your bedroom. I'm going with 1. The rule's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? Stay out of sight and the world won't even know you're there? When you're talented and attractive as I am, the world is your plaything. Stay out of sight or you're talented and attractive. Well, besides the attractive part, I'm going with 2. Because I am a fucking narcissist and I believe I'm the most talented motherfucker on this planet. Half of that was sarcasm, but the sad part, the other half is actually what I believe is true. But you know how it is. You have been embraced to the Toreador clan, known as artists, visionaries, and members of high society. Toreadors have a great connection to the mortal world through arts and entertainment, masters of communication and social skills. Toreadors fit right in with mortals who adore them. Yay. I get to be a fucking Toreador. I get to be an artsy motherfucker. Alright, let's see. These are your attributes and abilities, which feats are derived from. Attributes are your inherent character traits that are broken into 3 categories: physical, social, and mental. Abilities are things you learn and also broken into 3 categories: talent, skills, and knowledge. Oh yeah, I'm not reading all this. Yeah, basic. You can look up all this stuff on like some wiki if you really want to know. Because, you know, yeah, information, auto level, which I'm not going to do. And let me see here. You already know what's going up there. Wait. The fuck? Alright, there you go. Alright, so I gotta. Wait, auto. Oh, yeah, I don't have no attribute. Wait, do I? Did I get. I don't have any attributes to spend. Which. Wait, hold up. They already spent some of my points. Alright, hold up. Let me get some of this. I'm mad they already. Damn game. Spending my points for me. But let's see what we got here. Okay, so for attributes, you got physical, strength, dexterity, and stamina. Strength, physical, unarmed melee combat. There's no way I'm doing melee combat. Well, early in the game, melee combat is like vital, but once you start getting weapons like guns and whatnot, like guns are overpowered, so there's no point in actually, you know, fucking fighting with your fists. And plus, you're like vampires with guns. The whole game will explain it, but guns is what I'm going for. Speed and agility, that's what I need. And stamina. Ugh. Then you have charisma, you know, these are your social traits, you know, get various, like, you know, conversation bonuses. Then your mental, which is like skills and shit that you don't need. But wits, hacking ability, and defense. Intelligence, research, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with 1 in perception. For a social trait, appearance is only useful if you're like a chick, because there's like way more like dudes in there you can manipulate than like there's like 2 chicks you can like try to hook up with and like get like free shit, but that's like, you know, waste a perk if you're a dude. So money or persuasion, I think I'm gonna go with charisma. It's worth more than haggle. Plus, when you get shit tons of money, it's not really gonna matter. Okay, next we have talents: brawl, dodge, intimidation, or subterfuge, whatever. Measure your character's ability to control their emotions. Seduction, no. Intimidation, no. Dodge. Increase my defense, and I'm definitely not going unarmed. So I'll put some in dodge, and maybe... You know what? I'm going to put one in brawl, because, as I said, you're going to start off the game with just your fist, so might as well have, like, some unarmed. Skills, let's see. Skills. Well, of course, firearms. And knowledge, finance, investigation, scholarship, research. I'm going to go with scholarship because out of all these, you actually get research and persuasion, which is like a benefit. And investigation, that only lets you like see things, and I can already see them like if you look for them in the game, so that's like a waste of a perk. Finances, waste of a perk because you get shit tons of money. And hacking in this game, well, I can either play this legit, or I could just go up and get all the passwords offline. But I'm not going to be a dick and do that. So, but then, you know what? I think I'm going to go with scholarship and just increase hacking later through like upgrades and shit. And last but not least, the disciplines, which is basically the powers that vampires had that wastes blood and whatnot. So, you have Auspex, enhances your mental faculty, blah, blah, allows you to see auras of people around you. But this is like Eagle Vision, just see the map, do crazy shit. Well, not crazy shit, just you can see, which is like, I personally wouldn't take this until you level these up. Then you have Presence over here, which is, you know, debuff. You make your enemies, you know, frightened, they lose strength and whatnot, then you can just take them out. But I'm not going to put points into that because right here is the best trait for the Toreador, which is celerity, which grants super speed. And basically, if you like max this out, you'll be going so fast, people won't even notice you. Like, you'll just be tearing apart. Like, you can shoot a bullet and like run away halfway across the room and the bullet still wouldn't be there. So I'm going to pump it up in celerity. That's going to be our main option. And now that we're done, let's start this game. Finally, after finishing this goddamn character. The Embrace, the act of transforming a mortal into a vampire. So I'm going to shut up as this cutscene starts. So you know, I don't want to interrupt the goddamn story for you guys. So here we go. Load times. Forgot how long they were. Freaking load times.
I want to show you something.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that
This is bullshit!
if Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire, tragic, my apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.